Hello YouTube, wonsnot here. Welcome back to Oxygen Not Included. Once again, we're still playing an alpha build, and I wanted to let it just run overnight. You didn't miss anything. So, hello to day 4. I think I'm going to dig this out and start putting some food production down here. And to power said food production, and yes, I'm going to go for a powered route, I'm going to drag some power down here. There they go. I love that little welding sprite that they've got going on there. I think it looks very nice. I also want to build another battery. We're going to run out of energy fairly quick, and I don't want to overload these little guys. I think we can go ahead and start putting in this microbe musher. Yes, we can go ahead and put in that microbe musher and see what it takes to power it. See what I said about it being too easy to overbuild? There we go. We should have power. So mush bars are the easiest to produce. We don't have any lice yet. I know that sounds awful, but it's better than mush made out of mud slop. Ugh. But we're going to have some food here soon. Oh, and our research is done. Let's see what we got. We got our algae terrarium, which I'm very excited to have. We've got some better food production, which we've got these planter boxes. I'm going to stick some plants in there and see how fast we can get those to grow. And we've got a composting bin. All of these things are things that we need to build, and they're all something that we need to build fairly soon. But I'm going to take this time to select a new research. So, let's see, a bigger battery sounds like a good idea. Power switch sounds like a good idea, and a wire bridge also sounds like a good idea. That'll lead us to better power production. That said, in the past I've had issues with air quality, and it's going to continue to be a thing. So I'm going to start with liquid plumbing and then move into the filtration. Besides, we can't research any of this until we get a supercomputer. And let's take a quick look at these tips. Water fetching. Duplicants will seek out and collect water and other liquids up to 2 tiles away and deliver it to buildings. And our note for our research being completed. So since our research is complete, I'm going to focus on our oxygen production. It's not that big of a deal just yet, but it will be very soon. So I think I'm going to build another ladder here and then go ahead and place down this algae terrarium in one of the lower areas. And I think 4 is as much as I can go and still be within reach of a floor lamp. That is about as far as I can reach with a floor lamp. And we're going to have to power it. Nope, don't want to go down. I want to go over. No, I do kind of want to go down, but if I go down, I'll break that block. So I do have to go over and then down. There we go. It's not very pretty, but it will work. things seem to be going fairly well in our little colony. I do want to get our composting done. We need a place to compost. To do that, we're going to have to dig out some. Wood also, that's sandstone, that's not that big of a deal. We'll be collecting dirt as we dig, so I'm not too terribly worried about that. So this lamp that I'm placing down here, that's going to provide light to our algae terrariums and make them more efficient. There we go. Let's see. Using a little bit of water, using a little bit of algae, emitting oxygen. It's not quite. There we go. 40 grams per second. That's good. That is very good. Since they haven't done anything with this, I'm going to go ahead and up the priority a little bit. At the very least, to these two little guys. As soon as they're done sleeping. So I'm seeing these little boxes pop up. We know that Nisbet is a bit of a loud snorer, so I think that's what's showing up here, and why nobody else is sleeping near her. There we go. Now we have a place to put our used soil. See, this mealwood is not quite ready. I would like them to dig this out. Well, if they dig that out, they're going to need to dig that out. And that. We'll lose a little bit of pressure to that, but not a whole bunch. And I would like them to go ahead and replace this copper with some tiling. And I do think I need to put a slightly higher priority on this stuff down here. We do need to work on our oxygen production. Our oxalite is going away, and it is going away very fast. We've actually got a fair amount of seeds, so I'd like to go ahead and put down a planter box or two. And overall, I want to put this at a slightly higher than average priority because that is where their oxygen is coming from. We want them to have oxygen. Okay, good. This one, once again, a bit higher than normal, and that one is not quite done yet, is it? There we go. Now we're producing algae. Okay, this planter box. Not the dirt, the planter box. Let's see, a blossom seed. A barbed fruiting plant that produces an edible bud. Initial growth 10 cycles, regrowth 2 cycles, and it yields 1 blossom per harvest. Ooh, this mealwood seed takes 5 cycles to grow, regrows in 2.5, but it yields 15 mealwood and 100 kilocalories per unit. It's maybe not the most efficient, but I think it's probably going to be the best for now. And let's see, can I fit a light above that? Oh, and our research is done. Let's take a quick pause and look at what we can research. Let's see, open research. So right now we can only research these lower levels, and power regulation I would like to be a priority. We'll go ahead and set that to our current research and see about building a supercomputer. And I do believe that's under stations. Yes, it is. Supercomputer right there. To do that, though, we are going to have to replace with tile, because I'm fairly certain if we run power through these, we're going to lose them. This one, I think I'm also going to go with a mealwood seed. There we go. And this one, just to mix it up a little bit, a blossom seed. Oh, this mealwood is ready to harvest. Let's go ahead and set them to harvest that when they wake up. While they're sleeping, let's take a look at what we just got. No new decor, no new furniture, no new research, no new medicine, no new refinement. We did get our liquid plumbing. That's a big deal. It'll become a bigger deal over time, but it is a little bit of a big deal. So to get over to this water, which we will be needing soon, not immediately, but soon, would like to dig this out. About 2 high until we get here, and then go up 2 and dig into it. There we go. So we'll have access to that water soon too. They too seem to enjoy these. The mush bar does not look good to me, but you know, if it works, it works. Before everybody gets carried away, let's go ahead and sweep some of this. I've noticed later in game if you have to sweep too many things, it does start to slow the game down. It's telling me we're low on oxygen generation. We've consumed more oxygen than we've generated. So I would like to create some more algae terrariums. Quite a few. And that should cover most of them. take a look at our oxygen here. We do still have some oxalite helping us out, but it's not a magic bullet because it does go away. What priority is our research? It is slightly higher than average. I'm going to drop that back down to average. And it doesn't seem as though they've done anything with this algae. I do want that to be high priority. Oh, and it looks like I missed one. There we go. They're all higher priority. And we're ready for a new duplicant. Let's see who is available. Viola, Fergus, and Hassan. We've got a amphibious, a twinkle toes. I haven't seen twinkle toes before, I don't think. Light as a feather on their feet, high athletics. And we've got a quick learner. But a loud sleeper, slow learner, irritable bowel, and flatulence. Let's see. Do we want lots of strength or do we want lots of athletics? I think Fergus is a bit more well-rounded. Welcome to the colony, Fergus. We may be low on algae. I've got them set to sweep. I may need to prioritize some of this algae. There we go. And we lost the mealwood. But we'll get another one. We're growing some here. Since we don't have this oxalite over here, I do want to go ahead and build that out into a full-blown floor. Yeah. But I want to set that priority down to about a 4. And I do want to dig out this. There we go. And set its priority to slightly above average. We're going to let them sleep through the night. They've earned it. Our power does seem to be holding up. I don't know how much this lamp takes. I don't see it taking any. I'm not complaining about that. And it doesn't seem as though they're making this anytime soon. So I want to go ahead and make that a priority. And that as well. There we go. We finished our research again. Let's see what we have left. So we've got decor and gas pumping. The gas pumping may come in handy taking care of some of that nasty gas that does get produced. So we're going to let that one run. And you can see this is not happy because it's missing some foundation, which is why I've set it to be filled in with tile. And it needs power. There we go. Oh, and I set the priority too high on these two. What are you missing? Inapplicable research. That is fine. But we do need to go ahead and set it to start researching. We may have to set up a research that it can do before that'll happen, though. Let's take a look at our oxygen. This is doing amazing. This not so much. This even less so. So that gas piping may come in more handy than I thought. Let's see. I don't know how close on top of those I can build. Let's see how that goes. So I'd like to build another layer of these. And then cancel the one in the middle so that we can place a lamp. Does that lamp cover them? That lamp almost completely covers them. I may just leave it as is. Okay, that'll be fine. Let's see, what's your priority? Still normal? They must just need some food. Virgil. I'm about ready for a new duplicate. It's going to be a little bit before they get here, though. It's kind of peaceful listening to them sleep. Don't yet have the gas piping researched. How close are we? So that's doing okay. Looking at our research, we are at 12 of 20. I would think in about another day we could have it. Oh, there we go. Finally building these tiles. Let's see. Priority on these are relatively low. I want to bump up the priority of these so that we go ahead and get that done. And same with this. I don't want to run out of. I really don't want to run out of algae. And it's happened again. Let's dig this out and see if that'll set him free. Actually, let's go ahead and deconstruct that block and set the priority to 9. There we go. But I do want to go ahead and rebuild that. And it has lost its priority. There we go. That did cut off the light. That does mean I'm going to have to put another floor lamp. Yep, it did cut off the light. Another floor lamp there. So I've set the priority higher than average on all of that digging. I haven't gotten to it yet. And our research is complete. We have our gas piping. Ah, that is nice. That is very nice. Let's see. I would have to extend this to be able to get the pump in there. It may be worth it to, say, put in some tile. Well, just those two. And then dig out all of that so that there is a way for the gas to get in and out. Utilities, not yet. Plumbing, we want a gas pump to go here. Let's see if it tells us how that works. Draws in gas and runs it through the connected gas pipe. So I'll put it there, and it'll suck the gas out of this area over here with all of the oxygen, and I can pump it to different parts of the base. And I want to prioritize that. There we go. And it says there is no research task selected. So since we've got this fancy new supercomputer, I'm going to go ahead and start researching some higher level research. And I think the biodistiller, the electrolyzer, and the water purifier are all good ideas. So I'm going to go with percolation and see how that goes. Oh, and I've got to set the research. And it will continuously generate research. Good. This has got some CO2 down here at the bottom. That is very good. But looking up here, they do need some better air, and they do need some better air basically now. So I'm going to bump up priority to about a 7 on all of that. Okay, and now it just needs some power. There we go. And set the priority once again to something very high, so they'll go ahead and get that. Oh, and it is night again. I think that's going to be a good stopping point. We will take a look at this again in the next episode. See you then.